What is up, internet? It's your boy Tanku, and today we're going to be talking about an anime of the season that I was really excited about, but unfortunately, it is really bad. So, before we get started, let's go ahead and keep hitting me up on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and with all that said, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a anime that I did a video a little bit ago, it wasn't too long ago, about a manga that should get an anime, and it is on Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies Moved to a Starter Town. Now, this was a manga that I bought and I instantly fell in love with it. I bought the first two volumes, and 3 and 4 weren't even out yet, so I pre-ordered 3 and 4. 3 just came out, so I received 3, so I'm getting ready to read that. And it's basically about a guy named Lloyd who moves to this town and wants to be a soldier. You come to find out that he is from a secret village of heroes. He's the weakest kid in this village, and so normally this village doesn't intervene in matters of the world unless it's like world threatening. But Lloyd doesn't know that. He thinks he's weak. He's super strong and everything compared to a normal person, but he has this complex about him being weak, and there's like comedy beats in the manga about this, and it's quite funny, quite hilarious, quite entertaining. I got an anime, and I was super excited to watch it, and I was watching it, and they're just so far they're just doing a terrible job with it. Now the first two volumes covers a first major arc. My problem number one with it is that they're covering that first major arc within 4 episodes of this anime. And so they're skipping over a lot of stuff that brought a lot of the charm and like comedy to the manga. For example, the Cursed Belt Princess. She is super obsessed with Lloyd. She's in love with him. She has a lot of comedy beats about why she's in love with him. And then they just skip over her entire story in the anime. They do like this quick little 10-second thing about why she's the Cursed Belt Princess, and that's it. When in the manga, there was like a whole chapter dedicated to it, like how she got cursed, why she has this complex, why she's so much in love with Lloyd because he basically saves her, stuff like that. And so when you skip over stuff like that, it doesn't give these other side characters any depth. So it's kind of rough, you know what I mean? And they kind of show the comedy beats of how Lloyd's so strong is there, but they skip the entire like entrance exam to the academy that he applies for. Like he fails, why he fails, and everything like that. They skip all those scenes, and those scenes are freaking hilarious. Almost curse there. They're hilarious and they're so funny, and they just skip over it. So it's frustrating because everything that's great about the manga, the letting it simmer, if you will, the letting it develop, getting in depth with some of these characters, why Lloyd is so OP, they just kind of skip all of that and get straight to the big villain of the arc, which is annoying. And I'm sure they're doing that because they want to get into volumes 3 and 4 of the manga, but it wasn't even released over here in the US yet. And so, like, I haven't even read volume 3 yet because I just got it. So I mean, I know Japan's ahead of us and all that stuff, but they could just take their time and let it simmer, and again show this stuff, show the Cursed Belt Princess story, like why they could have been a whole episode instead of rushing 2 volumes into 4 episodes. It's ridiculous. Why the big bad's coming up? What's going on with Lloyd? Like show him truly how he's OP through the academy test and why he actually failed when he shouldn't have. Things like that, and it's annoying because there's a certain character, I don't want to mention him because he's a big part in the manga, when he's kind of a dick in the beginning, but you know why he's a dick, and in the end he kind of gets this little bit of redemption with Lloyd and becomes friends with him. While in the beginning he was just like, kind of a dick, and him and Lloyd were actually gonna have this fight, and Lloyd could have killed him with one punch, and then something happens to stop the fight, all that stuff. But the reason why this fight happened was totally different in the manga than in the anime. Not totally different, but kind of different. But in the anime, they just kind of play him off for comedy relief when he was, more of a jerk in the beginning of the manga. And so his little redemption that I know is coming isn't going to impact as much because he's played for mostly comic relief in the in the anime. When he was comic relief in the manga, but he was a jerk about it, and you really didn't like this guy. And so now when he flips, it's not gonna have the same impact. So it's like, it's just little stuff like that is just annoying. I don't know why they do it. As I'm gonna continue watching the anime because I love the manga so much and I want to support it a little bit, but I can't with good conscience recommend you guys watch this anime because you're gonna miss a lot. So I mean, I haven't seen such criminal skipping of stuff since Domestic Girlfriend, to be honest with you. Context. Skipping of context since Domestic Girlfriend anime versus manga. So I really wouldn't watch this anime, guys. I would read the manga. If anything you want to support it, read the manga, guys. Trust me on this. Because it's so much better, so much in-depth. You get the simmer of the characters. They grow. You understand why these characters are like the way they are compared to the anime where they're skipping over the stuff for reasons. So with all that said, guys, tell me what you guys think. You guys think I'm crazy? You guys like the anime? If you like it, cool. You know, watch it. But I'm just telling you, compared to the manga, it's shit. I'm just gonna say it. Compared to the manga, it's shit. And I hate to be that guy, but they could have done a much better job with this anime. So tell me in the comments below. You know, of course, keep hitting me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Don't forget to watch the videos and subscribe to the channel, guys. And with all that said, remember, if you can't trust a random fat guy you met on the internet, then who can you trust? And everybody have an awesome, awesome day.